I mean, you can literally be the whitest person on the planet and get away with dropping nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but once you turn that A into
an ER, yeah, then it gets
don't
real.
expect to not get shot.
It gets real.
Don't
real
expect
quick.
to not get
That's
shot.
what I'm saying. So we don't say that when he keeps saying it. I literally cringe when he says it. I feel weird now. If he was saying the nigga stuff, because that's just how people talk around here, it's like second, whatever.
Inside info, fans.
A black guy from Africa.
A black guy from Africa lives in my house.
Yeah, so
I have a homie. He's the nigga. The word nigger to me does not associate with any particular race.
So yeah, there you go, bangarang, and I agree with that wholeheartedly, and I support that message. Now on the front, saying that word around here get you punched in the face. So there you
especially
go.
In Stockton.
And so if you're clearing the air with the fact that you got your boy living with you, my sister's half black, so there
it is.
You know what I'm saying. I
might be the B
blood. My legit blood sister is half black, so there you go.
I might be the B from B2J. And my favorite 4-letter word to spew out might be wall. But my first name's Hector, so I mean...
yeah, there you go.
It's all the way... It's all whether you have that sense of humor or not. It all determines on whether you're a snowflake or not.
Yeah, so there you go.
It all... What really determines whether you're going to get shot when you use it or not is if you... It's in the context you say it, man. And who you're saying it to, who you're saying in front of...
And yeah,
obviously.
So yeah, I mean, there you go. I just wanted to make it known that neither one of us is like racist, and that word's not coming out of. I mean, that word's coming out of like in the context of like how freaking National Geographic uses that word. So there you go.
You know what I saw about last night? Football season started back up again. I'm trying to get on a positive topic. I watched most of the fourth quarter because I forgot it was on, and I was like, "Oh crap!" So the Hall of Fame game, I usually.
He said, "Oh crap,
yeah,
bro."
What?
Oh shit. I mean,
no. See, I was in front of my kids when I said it. I was quoting myself from yesterday. Don't think I don't cuss in front of my kids, because I do.
I was just about to say, my son was literally just in
the but no disclosure. So yeah, I watched the fourth quarter.
So I guess in some houses, in some families, sometimes you just gotta let that freak flag fly.
Yeah. So I ain't even gonna lie. As a Rams fan, I'm just so happy football's back, and that my Rams sucked for half a decade, and then
I'm happy the Niners are about to be.
We're about apparently
topic
third in the power rankings, not just for the Madden 19 that's coming out, the video game, but like on paper in general too.
Yeah.
So if we stay healthy, we have a chance.
I played Madden 19 last night, dude. So good.
But what I'm saying is that there's hardly any holes in our roster.
I'm extremely
excited.
Happy football is back.
Me too. And you know what fucking made me happy?
And the fact that I can actually be happy as a fan, because the Niners have been just such treacherously hot garbage.
I knew we were going to lose to the Falcons in the wild card of the playoffs last year. I was just happy to get back to the playoffs. Just like I'm sure Raiders fans were for, a decade and a half as well.
Oh, dude, before freaking the Niners were good for half a second, they were treacherously, terribly horrible.
Oh, dude, yeah, I know. I'm sure you went through some. I'm sure you went through your loyalty years too.
The year that the Cardinals went to the Super Bowl, we won 2 games.
All right, here's the deal. My high school years, the worst years of.
Guess who we beat?
7 games in 3 years.
We won 2 games that year.
My Rams.
And no. Listen, we won 2 games that year. We lost every other game.
James.
And it was the year that the Cardinals went to the Super Bowl. We beat the Cardinals twice that year.
That's hot garbage job and shit. You know why they say any given Sunday? Because they're all professionals.
Let that digest, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm letting it digest. Let this digest.
The Cardinals went to the Super Bowl.
One. But a team that couldn't beat anybody else in the league.
They lost.
Beat them twice. Beat the champions twice because they're in the same division. Listen to this.
Oh, no.
My Rams, in my high school years, won 6 games in 3 years, went 3-13, 2-14, 1-15. The year after that, they won more games in those 3 years combined, and then didn't even make the playoffs because they went 7-9 and didn't even go even. 7-9, but they won. They had a losing record, but still won more games in that year than they did the previous 3 years combined. What that process? I had my loyalty years too, brother. So I'm 10 times more excited than you are, I'm sure, because your team's got more than one Super Bowl.
Yeah, I guess. But you got that Super Bowl in your lifetime, dude. I don't remember. I mean,
well, that's what made me a fan. See, a lot of people say bandwagon this, bandwagon that. I hopped on my bandwagon, but I haven't hopped off. I haven't
9 years old when the Niners won their last Super Bowl.
And I'm sure you're going to admit the same way I am that it's what made you hop on the bandwagon, right?
No.
You were already in California for a few years?
No.
That's weird. See, that's just like me with my Rams.
No.
Go ahead.
To be honest, I was living in Arizona, and I was sitting there talking to my dad. My dad's a diehard Packer fan, so I'm talking to my dad saying, "Why are you a Packer fan?" And he
Not
goes,
even in Wisconsin anymore.
He goes, because I'm from Wisconsin. I said, okay, well, where am I from? He goes, you're from Stockton. And he goes, okay, so I go, so what team do I root for? Because I really didn't watch football, that much. I watched football, but it was all Packers all the time, and I didn't want to be that guy.
Same guy, just because both my dad and my father, good friends, were Niner fans, and then boom, I'm in the same division.
I wanted to be my own person, And he goes, well, you're going to be a Raider fan. And I looked at him, I said, do I got a second choice? Is there another...
Any other team in the league? Please tell me there's at least 4 teams in the league. Because I'll pick that last team. Even if it's the Cleveland Browns.
I'm not even joking. I literally
Even if it's the Cleveland Browns.
I literally looked at him. He goes, yeah, there's the Oakland Raiders.
Well, I mean, the thing about it
and I looked into him, I said,
here in Stockton, we're in the northern...
He goes, yes, there's this team
Valley.
called the
We're
San
in the
Francisco
northern
49ers that are somewhat close to the, just as close. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you say them first?
Well, I mean, the thing about the Bay Area is it's like Los Angeles in a way, but it's not as popular.
And I had heard of the 49ers because I was a big football fan. I watched football, but like I said, it was all Green Bay
people
Packers.
who aren't from the United States seem to think that New York's got this, and this. So when they hear that California over on the West Coast, even though we're real popular too, but
dude,
that has more sports teams than New York,
let's put it
throws
in
them off.
perspective real quick. New York is like 1/100th of California, and it's got fucking 3 fucking football teams.
You were talking about your Niners and the sports. We got fucking in the Bay Area. You didn't want to be a Raiders fan. No. Some people grow up saying, "Oh, I don't want to." They like all these other SF teams, but they want to be an A's fan, or something like that. And then that's cool because me personally, I'm a Sharks fan. But then I'm a Rams fan. And then
I didn't hate the Raiders. I just knew that
I don't
the Raiders.
hate the Raiders either. I just
remember that the Raiders were always like. I always looked
at
the Raiders like they were the bad guys. They were the heels.
Not necessarily. It wasn't even the Raiders themselves. I like the Raiders.
Cowboys
the team.
too. I
like the Raiders the team. Just a lot of obnoxious fans,
heels.
man.
They're
not
all
Philadelphia
obnoxious. Eagles.
Me personally, I would love to go to the Black Hole and watch my Rams play the Raiders in the preseason because I know what's about to go down, but I know what else is about to go down. I am not going because I love my life. I got kids.
Exactly.
I wanted to go back in 2006 when it was 20-0, and I would have died then too. I don't care about even if I was a teenager, they would have still murdered me. Yeah, I'd have been 14 and dead. Rams won 20-0, so this motherfucker died because of it.
They call it the black hole because that's where you end up at the end. If you're
not a Raider fan.
If you're not a Raider.
I mean, me personally,
my dad wants to go so bad to the Raiders Packers. I'm like, I'm not going.
That preseason game, I would love to go. You know what? It might be cheap enough to where it's worth it to go and dress in Raider stuff and pretend to be a Raiders fan. I'm that much of a fan that if I wanted to see I wanted to see my team that bad, I would dress up as a Raiders fan for Halloween.
Yeah. Because anytime you go to a Raider game, it's Halloween.
Oh, dude, I've been to Oko. And when I went with Ben, who podcasted with us, he's a Yanks fan, and my nephew's dad is A's fan, so we all went together. It was great. But you wear Yankee stuff at an A's game, or even divisional teams, you're not going to get harassed too much. Just like in San Francisco, I never got harassed too much for being a Rams fan, but then again, my dad and my father are both Niners fans.
Hold up. I got a story.
The black hole is specific to the Raiders, man.
I got a story.
They don't like you liking anybody else, but
I just very recently went to a Giants game with my dad.
Wasn't it against the Padres, though?
It was against the Padres. We whooped that ass.
Well,
but
that's not the A's.
But on the flip, we were sitting in our spots.
Yeah.
2 hot ass females walking up the steps were in Dodgers shit.
That's an NorCal-SoCal rivalry, not Bay Area rivalry.
Hold
my God,
bro.
Those both.
It got real.
Oh, real quick. Yeah.
It didn't matter how hot they were.
Two different bitches that
all
are
of a
Giants
sudden,
fans.
they became the ugliest women in the stadium. Everybody was throwing popcorn at them.
Hot dogs.
Was saying,
Yeah.
boo, get the fuck out of here.
It's funny when it's just
Fuck
shit
outta
like
here.
that. But, I mean, when you go to a Raiders game, one of my friends from high school said, yeah, his uncle was a Steelers fan.
Dude. Like
At
I
this
said,
Raiders game, this motherfucker got knocked out in the bathroom.
They
He
were
got
hot.
pissed on. He got his jersey ripped off.
until they weren't.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, those stories are funny if they didn't get fucked up and have to go to the hospital. But those NorCal-SoCal rivalries didn't, like 5 years ago, somebody had to go to the hospital.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, because and he probably died too. Yeah, exactly. Those stories aren't funny because those NorCal-SoCal rivalries and those Bay Area rivalries. I think
real.
1 year it was the Giants and the Dodgers, and then another year it was the A's and not the A's, it was the Raiders and the Niners.
Dude,
and they had to stop the preseason games.
My dad was decked out in Packers stuff the night that we went to that playoff game and eliminated the Packers. And bro, he got
shitted on hard.
Yeah, hard.
But he took it like a man too, right?
Yeah, he did. He took it like a G.
Exactly, because your dad was.
My dad looks like he could be. Like my dad looks like he could.
The thing about it is,
be a Raider fan, but
oh shit! If he went to Oakland, the thing about the black hole is they'd have to get the numbers. I'm pretty sure your dad would knock out 5 or 10
on the
measly
way,
motherfuckers before they took him down.
Yeah, but please don't fuck with my dad if he does end up.
You know what? You know what I'll tell your dad. If he pays for the Raider-Ram game when we go together, I'll pay for the Raider-Packer game.
There you go. Yeah, those tickets.
Fuck the Rams-Raiders game. We'll both go shit on the Raiders. Or the Rams-Packers game. We'll both go hate on the Raiders together.
You know, if you win, I'd probably end up going to that game.
Oakland's a lot closer. Let's both go crap on the Raiders together instead of arguing. Getting drunk and laughing when our team doesn't do something right. Because it would have to be that.
That's preseason. There's going to be shit.
That's the thing about my dad and my father I love the most is I went to 3 Niners-Rams games with them, even though my Rams lost all 3 of them. And like I said, it's not like the Raiders fans where, I mean, yeah, you get shitted on because the first one, my Rams lost 35-0, man. So I was a young teenager, but I remember that like it was yesterday, man. Fans gave me shit, but it was verbal. Nothing that hurt my feelings. Ooh, my team lost. That's literally, I was a teenager. It's a fucking game. You guys feel like badasses. I'm a teenager. You're adult over here talking shit.
Yeah, right.
So it was whatever. And then but before my biological father died, we got to see an overtime game. Like I said, my Rams didn't win, but it was still cool. And it wasn't even worse by then because I'd talk shit back. I'd be like, ooh, you're beating me, but you ain't going nowhere. You're going to the playoffs as a wild card, and maybe it's immediate elimination. Well, after high school, of course, 2012, I don't need to remind you, your team lost their fucking dynasty, but it was whatever. It's not like Raiders fans where you literally have to fear for your health if you go to Oko and you're a fan of any other of the 31 teams.
Game, you don't got to fear for your life.
The thing about SF compared to Oakland is you just got to worry about faggots hitting on you. Oakland, you got to worry about...
Whoa, bro, you're throwing words out today, bro.
Well, no, I'm not talking about the team. I'm talking about the city.
Yeah, PC, bro. They don't like to be called that, man.
Oh.
They like to be called fudge packers and stuff.
Oh shit! No, that's. I like to be called that.
No, yeah, you do.
I say